Greetings everyone and welcome back to Ender Lilies. So we're gonna tackle the Blighted Lord and I'm going to show you what I picked. So as for the relics, I was debating if I should keep Manissa's ring and Heretic's mask. I'm not so sure, but I'll take them for now. Instead, if I would free slots, I would pick some. Okay, so I guess I would find some stuff to get in. Maybe the cracked familiar stone, for example. But I have the blighted appendage, which increases damage dealt. I have the earrings, which gives us +1 to our prayers, uses of our prayer. The Aegis Curio. So have the Immortal's Crest, which helps us recover a small amount of HP when we deal damage. But you know what? Let me swap that. We do have increased healing quantity, so maybe this will be better to reduce damage received. And also I have another increase in the number of healing uses. As for spirits, I have the Umbral Knight maxed, Sigrid, because she's stationary and deals damage, and I can just put her in... Sorry about that, I put her in forget. She has the use and forget kind of spirit type. And I have Elaine, which will give me some range attack capabilities. I have the Dark Executioner here at max. I have Faden, because he deals a lot of damage. And I have the dog at max, just in case, if I would need that to take care of some pesky enemies. Got a lot of HP on her, got a lot of healing prayer uses, so let's see if we can learn some attack patterns and see what the boss actually does. Because we still don't know, and we saw this, so we don't need to anymore. From what I remember, the heart, the core, is the thing we need to damage. And it spawns those pesky enemies. Let me just attack from distance. Oh, that was lucky. Guess. Didn't get damaged. So far so good, but I don't have enough lane charges to... Yeah, I parried that. Nice. Let me just try to reduce the lane usage. Okay, so that doesn't hit me on the floor, but if I'm airborne, that's what gets me. Nice music though. Definitely Final Boss-esque music. Yeah, the last parry didn't work quite well. You bastard. Come on. Come on. Oh. That was a plunging attack. What now? Okay, another form, I guess. I mean another stage. Not a form per se. Oh, that was kinda not really nice of him. Also, neither was that. Bastard. Need to learn how to dodge that. Oh crap. How to dodge that swipe though? Come on. Okay, he's close to... Guess I'll switch and have Fade and do some damage. That's not very good actually. I was hoping he would do more. Well, I guess that's not his forte, those type of enemies here. Well, I guess the core is a bit small. Don't know what to do with that attack. Oh, I don't need to dodge it in a precise way, or maybe rush through it. If I dodge towards the front, maybe that will give me enough to to actually... Ooh, I don't like that. And heal again. That was quite close, I guess. Yeah, I need to change sides from what I see. He only attacks one side with that swipe. So should be doable. Okay, looking nice. Okay, looking nice. Alright. Wasn't that hard of a form. This is only one form boss, is it? Yeah, I can purify him. Stop. Come no further. Or you, too, will be consumed by my blight. So, you ain't giving up now, I guess. I won't... What's this thing? I was going to say, I won't die now, will I? Can't move. I don't like this. Oh no, I definitely don't like this. What are you gonna do now? Please not this. So I didn't see much of the second form. Yeah. You know what? Let me just make a slight adjustment. Or no. Leave it for now. Thinking about my second spirit setup doesn't appear to be the right one, I think. Cause, you know, have much uses for Faden here. And neither did we have any uses for the dog. This is not the type of opponent to... Okay. Yep. Need to get into the habit of dodging that. This won't be easy, actually. Need to be more... Yeah, at the center. And don't forget to use the special attacks. Yeah, just like that. This was nice. Come on. Oh, I am damaged. Come on. Parried that. Nicely, but I need to get rid of those guys. And they got me. Was focused on them. And he got an attack in. Crap. Okay, that was quite alright. It's too much stuff going at the center of the screen. I didn't even see what got me. I'm using too much healing prayers on the first form, to be honest. Crap, I dodged right into it. Whoa. What happened to my screen? Okay, something happened to the screen. Let me check. Yeah, I think I know. I didn't have the power plugged in to my laptop, and he was low on battery power, so that's a good thing we didn't run out. Also, I need to see if I have more anti-air spirits with me, because my current setup is not the best for airborne enemies. Looking at that last spirit that we... And I was too close. That sucks. think I was on the verge of his range. Again. Too greedy then. That's my fault. Let me just heal through it. And why doesn't he want to spawn anything? Now that I'm unhappy about him not spawning anything. Come on, sorry I'm being silent all of a sudden, but I need to concentrate. I guess those items that gave us more prayer charges were the right thing to do. I will keep my charges for the special attack. Yeah, I will use it when he summons something. Crap. Okay, this will be tricky. Okay, this is a really bad one. Why is one of the first tries the better tries? And that's always like it. Crap. I need to check my spirits. Experiment a little. Let me just do something. Like this, and... Okay, not maybe that one. How about the toxic sorcerer one? We'll try. Because I'm kinda interested. I will start with this setup. Because she summoned something at start, I think. And then when I deal with one, I will change and see if I can dish out more damage in the second setup. Oh, this seems useful. Maybe it's not killer, but it does give more damage. Crap, I wasn't looking. So this is always something, you know? And that was the first time I fall into that attack. Come on. Okay, nice, nice. Let me just heal this. And charge. Come on. Need to use the other spirits. And a special attack. I just wanted to get rid of those guys. Okay. That could have been dangerous. I'm liking this setup. Okay, this has a lot of range. Thank God. Great, 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 great. Maybe I'll get to the second form in a better shape now. Those are looking quite nice. That's this setup that we got here. Oh crap. I focused on those guys, because there are too many of those flying bastards here. For my taste. And we've got a... yeah, nice. We don't have much secret charges. And I don't know how to dodge this attack. Probably shouldn't stay in a corner. Okay. Really? You still spawn those guys? Oh, I don't like that. Come on. Yeah, she's up to all tricks. So... Elaine is... oh crap, I jumped right into that. Elaine is not much help here. Should try something else though. Oh, this will take more than one episode. Oh, yeah, it will. Well, what can I have instead of Elaine? Well, maybe this. But it is low level. Also, now that I know this works very well, let me just max it. Yeah, why not? I'm out of blight now. And as for Elaine, can we change it to something? Well, this is use and forget, but it doesn't have much charges, I think. But we didn't use Elaine at all, basically, so... yeah. So maybe this will be better. I'm sorry if there is a lot of noise. Children seem to be playing outside of my window. So the noise you're hearing is from them playing. Yeah, let's not forget about this. And I need to be on the lookout for that wing slash. Yeah, so far so good. That was actually a bit of luck on my part, because I wasn't looking. Yeah. Poison mist again. Come on. Looks nice. Dodge that one. Dodge that one. Don't know how. Yeah, well... so far so good. Come on, bird, attack, attack. He kinda blends in, so I'm not sure if he's attacking. Also, this poses some problems because... yeah. Okay, that was crap. I was busy with this guy and I didn't use my opportunity to attack. It's kinda fortunate. And that was even more unfortunate, but... well, I guess this is not a good try. Even though it looked like one from the beginning. I wanted to keep my secret charges for the second form, but I guess it's maybe not a good idea. At least not as good of an idea as I thought it would be. The last part of this form dealt me too much damage, to be honest. Got a free heal in though. And skip it. Okay, let's say we've got through this somehow. Okay, the charges are filling up nicely. Oh, okay, that's something new. Need to remember that it's another form, so there will be some surprises as far as attacks go. Crap. Okay, what now? This one. Don't like this one. Don't like it one bit. Crap. Can't you just not explode? Come on, we're quite close. And I knew I will do something to mess this up, because it just looks too good to be true. So, you know, definitely won't actually finish with this one. Oh? Come on, come on, come on. We've done it? I genuinely thought I was going to mess this up. And so, can we purify her? Dawn prayer achievement, so think we're done? Sorry, I needed to clear my throat. So, well, let's see. Well, it looks promising. Although, I hope it won't end bad for us. It was as if I had been in an eternal slumber. Unsure if I was alive or dead. The days were filled with nothing but pain. When I awoke, I lay on a black pedestal. I felt a warm touch grace me. The tiny white priestesses were holding my hands. The same priestesses who were made to take on my blight. From nearby, I could barely make out the voices of coven members. The blight transfer rite was about to begin. The priestesses, knowing nothing of their fate, nuzzled up to me. These children would be sacrificed to keep me alive. What was it all for? So this is what was going on. The time I spent with them was what truly saved me. If I'm to pass on a legacy to these children, let it be one of hope, not suffering. But how? How is this happening? Could one white priestess alone have such power? No, that amulet. You made it whole again. All the fragments. All the shadows of our history, the unknowable suffering. You're going to bear it all from now on? Oh. I see. You came all this way with everyone. Thank you. For freeing us all. For freeing me. You accomplished what I couldn't. You were never just a clone of myself. See, I told you. You're your own person, Lily. You've grown so much. It's time. I should be going. I'll be watching over you. So we finally made peace. She finally found peace. And continued on, I guess. Free from the blight. So the kingdom actually found a gruesome way to prolong her life. Draining the blight by doing a sacrifice on those little priestesses that were basically made as clones of the white priestess. Will always be together. That's what was written. So yeah, this kingdom has a depressive and gruesome history, but as you can see, we've managed to clear it, and the reign of death subsided. So I guess life will begin anew here. But with the coven gone and all, wonder what will happen, and I wonder if the blight will come again. As for the game, actually I had fun. This was a very good game, although the story right from the beginning is quite depressing, so if you wanna play it, be ready for that. As for the gameplay, it was a nice Metroidvania game. It had a bunch of mechanics, a bunch of things we could do, like upgrades, relic finding and such. A lot of fluff was presented to us by finding of some messages, letters and so. I think this is a nice addition to the Metroidvania genre. Because you are exploring by default, that's what the game's about, so might as well find fluff lying around. It's a good idea. I gotta praise the sound department. I mean, this game has a glorious, glorious sound department. The ambience is top-notch here, really. The rain sounds at the beginning and the beginning motive is something that actually stuck with me. And I've been playing it a lot when I'm at work doing something on my headphones, so yeah, I think that's a testament to how good the soundtrack is. As for the protagonists, well, Lily was for the most part a silent protagonist. Most exposition we get from the Umbral Knight talking to her. And yeah, it kinda reminded me a little bit of Amnesia, to be honest, as laughable as that sounds, because we begin not knowing anything, and we get some exposition from the Umbral Knight and from our findings, to finally found the White Priestess and get to know what we are, and, well, basically, what are we here for. So, you know, yeah, kinda reminded me of that. What else? I think it's kind of an okay game, definitely it's not the top of the top, but it's really good, it's actually really good. So, yeah. As for the style, not everyone would like the style. It's kind of a strange blend, if I could say that, but it kind of worked for me. Yeah. So I'm kind of, well, not glad, but I feel okay for completing this. So it was a worthwhile game to put in time to. And now, what else, do you ask? I have a lot of ideas to what I'm going to do next. I think I'm wondering if I will start another Metroidvania game right after this one. I'm kind of thinking not. I'm thinking another genre that I like. But we'll see. I have to think a little. And since this is basically at the half of the week we finished this one, so I'm guessing we'll not do a little pause before doing the next one. I think we'll do the next one right away. It is done. Also, the art in this game, at long last, for each a proper burial. Lily, take heart, you are not alone. The blight may have taken them, but they are still watching over us. And I will never leave your side. I'm kind of a fan of this style. It's really, really beautiful, if you ask me. Ender Lilies. Amidst a collapsed world, her words echo out. Thank you for finding your way to me. Sea? The sea is different, not without purpose, I think. So I guess this must be a C ending, sort of a thing. I could resume, see New Game Plus, so I could resume from where I started, and from what I can think of, basically if I didn't have those tablets, I wouldn't have that amulet, so if I take off that amulet, probably get a different ending, probably won't be able to withstand the first purification of the first form, and something would happen to her, I guess, because as we saw from the ending, the white priestess has a lot of blight stored in her, so Lily would probably not withstand the first one. So we basically found two endings. We done this one, which I guess it's a really good one, because Lily had proper closure, we've buried everyone and freed the white priestess. We also had that in that snowy area, that ending that abruptly ended the game, so I think that was the worst one you could get. So yeah, I'm content with what we done with Ender Lilies, so I guess this would be all. So I hope you will be awaiting our next series, and I hope I will see you with me in the next one. Thank you all for watching, I'm glad you are with me, and bye bye. Thank you.